Good morning.
Good morning, laddie.
Welcome to Deep Fried Ideas.
My name's Roger.
We got Roger here. I'm Billy. And then there's Bryce.
Bryce, he's the silent companion.
Anyways,
He's
I'm
like Ferb from Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb.
Although now he's talking in the new ones, which I'm pissed about. Like it was always like the gag that
I
he
liked
never
him.
spoke.
He wanted to talk and then he wouldn't be able
He was
to
like the smart, like super smart, silent guy.
I mean, he talked every once in a while.
Like once in a while he would say like one word. Now he just like full sentences just talks.
That's
And
dumb.
it's like, man, Ferb,
That
you were
is
so
dumb.
funny because you didn't speak.
Yeah.
That's why I don't speak.
I don't speak because I'm not funny.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
There was actually one like a week when I was in elementary school. I want to say it was like
Oh,
third,
you were
fourth
telling me
grade.
that you
Yeah.
didn't talk.
Yeah, it was like a solid week, maybe more in like elementary school, maybe fourth grade. I would get to school and I just wouldn't talk, and then as soon as I left school, like when my mom picked me up, I would talk again. Or like as soon as I got like off the bus, I would talk again. But just because I don't know why, I wanted to see what everyone's reactions would be if I just never spoke. Like even when I was like specifically asked a question, I just never spoke. It was pretty funny.
I should do that now. Yeah,
At
my
work.
job, I have to talk. So.
You just like knock on someone's door and they open the door and you're just standing there. They're like, "Can I help you?" Nothing. Just deadpan stare and then it's like,
I'd get shot.
I was just gonna say, I wonder how long it would take before someone called the cops on you. Be like maybe 1-2 houses at most.
They're like,
And
there's a
then you're like-
psychopath at my house.
Just like
The cops get there.
standing.
No,
there.
I was talking about buying 8. Like,
I was gonna say the cops get there, still dead silent.
I'm not trying to go to jail. Sorry.
It's like this one. I saw this one horror. It was from the show Supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
And in this episode, like people would like put on these like super cheesy, like really weird looking masks.
Mhm.
And as soon as they put them on, the masks were like cursed or something like that. And as soon as they put on the masks, they like were overcome by the mask, and they didn't say anything. They didn't do anything.
The mask.
No. But like with the mask, like he would like still do stuff, and like he was himself. But like these guys, like all of a sudden, they were just completely like basically possessed, but by just this mask, and they wouldn't speak. Wouldn't do anything, and then they would just like go and kill one person, and then the mask would fall off. And it was like super creepy because they were just like standing there staring at someone, and people would be asking them stuff. They wouldn't say anything, and they were just wearing a creepy mask. It was a pretty weird episode.
That's weird.
So that's what I was imagining when you went up to someone's door. You just like staring at them, deadpan, and then you kill them.
Well, I don't kill people, but
That we know of.
that I know of.
That you know of.
I'm sure there's been times in my life that I don't know what's going on.
You just totally black out, and then who knows? Nobody can confirm what you do then.
Speaking of whatever we're speaking about,
Have we heard Bryce speak yet?
no, we haven't.
Man.
But The Walking
Feels
Dead
bad,
new
man.
season just came out. I'm still working on season 1 for the first time.
Oh, you started it?
I did start it.
Nice. How do you like it?
It's pretty good so far.
Yeah.
I'm watching it with my girlfriend and
Feels
or
bad.
Grace, I can call her now by whatever.
She finally got a name last week. It was a big occasion. We all
But
celebrated.
She keeps like, well, one time I tried to do it, but she's like, "Oh my gosh, this changes in the TV show. This changes." I'm like, "Stop! I'm trying to watch it for the first time." But
Yeah.
like, it's all right so far.
Beware of season 2 and 3, because they're bad.
I've seen parts of 3,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
but
They're super slow. Like
Yeah.
it gets rough, like really bad.
well, see, I'm trying to get over my dislike towards zombies, anyways.
Yeah.
But
You
it's still
scared?
pretty. It's still
You
pretty good.
scared, dude?
If a zombie apocalypse happened, you wouldn't be scared.
I'd be scared if it was a zombie apocalypse, but just watching the show? Nah.
Oh, I'm not scared of watching it. I
Yeah,
just
you're
don't.
scared, dude.
I just don't like
You're
zombies.
quaking. You're trembling in your little booties. Booty shorts.
My booty shorts are quaking.
Bryce, have you ever seen the Walking Dead shows?
Mm-mm.
Nah?
I never watched it. During the craze, I didn't really have a place where I could watch said Walking Dead. And then after everybody kind of got over it, everybody was like, "Man, it's a bad show, don't watch it." And I was like, okay.
Alright.
All right.
I had kind of a similar situation as Brad. I had a girlfriend at the time, and she was like a big fan of the show, like loved it. And so I was like, all right, I'll look at it, I'll see it. So I started watching it, and so that's when I ended up watching it. And then I got through like the first I got through, I think, the first few seasons, maybe episode 3 or 4, or season like 4 or so, and then I just fell off, and I just stopped watching. But I just recently picked it up again, and finished it. Finishes pretty strong. The new seasons are definitely way better than even the old seasons. Like, I think it got way better these new couple of seasons. It got way better.
Did they make like a follow-up series to it called like Fear of the Walking Dead or something like that?
Yeah. So the Fear of the Walking Dead is
It takes place in, like, California. Or
yeah,
something,
it takes place in a totally different cast of characters, totally different location, and like at the beginning of the Walking Dead series, spoilers if anybody hasn't watched it but they want to, and
Wait, how spoilish? Because
no, like you've already gotten past this.
okay,
But like, if you like haven't watched any of it yet, and you're
there's zombies in it.
yeah,
Big spoiler.
there's zombies. No, but so the show, it starts out with the main character Rick, and he actually gets into like a coma, and so he wakes up like several months after the zombie apocalypse has already started, and the Fear of the Walking Dead show takes place, at least it starts during that window where he's in a coma. So that's the Fear of the Walking Dead takes place, different place, but it's like the initial ramping up of the zombie apocalypse, where the Walking Dead show, it like when the actual show starts going, it's straight off into like the zombie apocalypse has been going for several months already, because he was in a coma, he got shot and was in a coma, and so because of that, the show follows him, and it follows him right after he wakes up and is going out into the world, and now all of a sudden there's zombies everywhere. So that's a little bit of the difference between the shows. So
does that change the setting at all, or is it just like kind of like neat tidbit?
Well, it's in California.
I don't think it's in California. No.
Well, I mean like the general setting of like zombie apocalypse.
Characters is one of the characters.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I've also heard it's in California.
I don't know if I believe that. I think that's a lie.
I think
I'll look it up.
You're a lie.
I am a liar. You're right. But I'm pretty sure it's. I don't think it's in the same. I think it's in nearby Georgia. But
California's nearby.
yeah, pretty close.
Nearby the opposite side of the United States, yeah.
It is gonna take place in California. I'm just kidding, so lucky.
I don't believe you.
Los Angeles, California.
Man,
Got it.
Dude, that guy walks.
California.
Yeah,
That guy gets moving. I didn't realize that, but yeah, there's a character who's in The Walking Dead, and he also makes a cameo. Maybe not a cameo. I don't know. I think it's more than just a cameo.
What if
he
Rick
shows
was
up.
the main character and he actually wasn't in a coma?
But one of the characters shows up in the Fear of the Walking Dead as well as in The Walking Dead. But I guess he just takes a hike across the country.
Why not? You know.
Yeah, which is weird because, so like he's in the beginning of the Walking Dead show, this character, then he's gone for a while, and then he comes back into the Walking Dead show in the new seasons, and so I guess it's during that time that he's gone, but then during the Walking Dead show they kind of fill in the gap as to where he was at during that. So I don't know when he was there because they already filled in that gap as to what he was doing when he was gone. So. I sense a disturbance in the force.
Yeah, it smells like a retcon to me.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Force,
I was
like
gonna
that
say, speaking of
transition there.
retcons, talking about X-Men.
speaking of the Force, we finally found out the Jon Favreau. If anyone doesn't know who that is, look him up because he's a fantastic man in Star Wars.
You in love?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But anyways, is going to be starting the TV show for live-action Star Wars TV show.
Or live-action TV show.
Live-action TV show. That's a TV show. What'd you say?
It's a live-action TV show?
Yeah. It's a TV show, live-action TV show.
So
Let's
the
make sure
sad
we get that.
thing about it, though, so I'm kind of still trying to figure it all out, but basically what it is, it wasn't going to come out until the Disney streaming streaming thing came out.
It was going to be like one of their flagship things.
But then
is Disney making their own like Netflix?
Yeah, they are. Which is a conversation that should be taking place because it's awesome. But anyways, other than that though, but Disney also sold the TV show rights to someone else.
Oh, did they?
Before they sold, I think.
Oh.
So
I didn't know that.
It's probably not going to come out on the Disney streaming service yet, which I'm not sure exactly.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It is going to be in between 6 and 7, all about the Mandalorians.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's following one Mandalorian from Mandalore, bounty hunter guy, and which is gonna be sick because I don't think.
Do we know the character, or is it just?
I think it's a bounty hunter. He might mess with Boba Fett.
I was just wondering if they're taking a character that's already in some of the books and they're making a full thing, or is it just like brand new character that they're making?
I don't know. Let me look.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they
probably brand new if I'd have to guess.
I hope it's brand new because that'd be cool. Not to mention, there's not a ton of Mandalorian characters already.
Well, Rebels had one.
Yeah, Rebels had one, and there's the Fett family.
All the new stuff is having some kind of Mandalorian, I feel like, in it, because
because everybody loves the Mandalorians.
Well, because they're freaking cool, man. Boba Fett, yo.
Bob, Mr. Bob A.
Bob
Fett.
A. Fett. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. They. I saw a picture. I think on either on Instagram or Twitter the other day. That like the first picture, the first
it looks so cool.
leaked photo of the set came out the other day.
Wasn't it
super good?
Like a Boba Fett looking dude, just like in the freaking.
So Mandalorian.
It's Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Hey man,
so
maybe they wear different armor or
No,
something.
that's
I don't know.
Mandalorian.
Or do they all wear the
No,
same?
because that's all in the Clone Wars and Rebels. I think they have it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, in the Clone Wars, they actually talk. They have like a whole Mandalorian.
Oh, here it is. The Mandalorian will tell
army.
the story of a lone gunfighter in the
Oh, that's
outer
what it's
reaches
called,
of
is
the
the
galaxy.
Mandalorian?
I think so. From the authority of the New Republic, as previously announced by producer Jon Favreau, that gunslinger will wear the iconic armor made famous by the bounty hunter Boba Fett, as seen in the first production photo.
Bob.
I'm not going to keep reading. 'Cause,
So why does everything always have to take place on the outer reaches of the solar system? Why can't it just be a dead set in the frickin' center?
Because
Right in the middle of a black hole.
Coruscant. Nobody wants
well,
to be
kind of.
Coruscant.
So Coruscant was the center of the universe. Well, not even.
It literally the entire universe revolved around Coruscant.
But so there was Coruscant, but then Nexus Prime or whatever got blown up in Episode 7, which was the New Republic where they were. So this is taking place while the New Republic is starting. So it actually will probably be around Nexus Prime or whatever the thing is called.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And probably because all of the shows, they follow conflict, and all the conflict happens out with all the scum on the outer reaches, not in the perfect city
The
of...
Skywalker family is all taking place in the middle. Like, obviously, they start in the outer rim and move inward. They want to avoid running into any of those characters, so obviously the way to do that is to go far away.
Put them in a totally different section of the universe. Yeah. Which you wouldn't think is a... in our world, you wouldn't think that's a very common thing. Like, oh man, gotta make sure we don't put them on Earth, because otherwise they'll have a chance of running into one of the other characters in one of our previous movies. It's like, that doesn't happen. Like, we have plenty of movies that all take place on the same planet, and none of the characters run into each other. But yet, in the Star Wars universe, they're like, we gotta make sure we put them in a totally different galaxy. Otherwise, people are gonna be confused as to why we didn't see Luke anywhere on that planet. It's like, because he was on a planet. Like, do you know how many people are on a planet? Like, of course he could have been on that planet.
10.
You wouldn't have seen it.
Over 10.
Probably
But
more
every
than 10.
planet only has one city.
I know. That's true.
One diner.
Exactly.
Or
one
cantina.
Yeah, cantina. Yeah, for real.
Well, Dexter's diner. There are diners in Star
That's
Wars.
one of my big, that's one of my main complaints. I love the Star Wars universe, but that's one of my main complaints with it. Is just like,
in the universe
each
doesn't
planet.
matter, though.
No, but like each planet has one geological feature, like, oh, that's the sand planet, oh, that's this forest planet, and then each planet has one city. Oh, there's Tatooine has that city. Oh, and then Jakku has that city. It's like nobody, and then there, unless you're the
Don't forget
city.
the snow planet.
Yeah.
Nobody
Unless
even
you're the
knows
one
name
planet
of it.
that is just the city planet, at which point the entire planet is a city. But like other than that, like,
now we have the
everything.
salt planet.
yeah, there you go. Like, that's my main complaint with Star Wars. Is just like every planet is
so it's like, I mean,
one geological feature with one city, and like, I guess just like all the planets feel more like countries, not like planets.
that's kind of what they're doing, though. Is like,
Yeah, but like
instead of staying on one bog standard planet that has everything, maybe that's right. But for me, at least, it's like, well, now I get to go to this planet. Planet. Yeah, maybe it looks all the same, but like, it's still more fun to travel to different planets than just stay.
I would just like, I'd be totally cool with them having.
Oh, don't forget about the entire ocean planet.
Yeah, there you go. Which I don't understand how that works. But I would be totally cool with like them having a few less planets, but like not necessarily in the same movie, but like later movie they're like, oh, now we're stopping by Tatooine again. But like we're
The
going
east
to,
side
but yeah, we're
section.
going to like a different section of Tatooine. This side section, it's actually got vegetation, and like, oh yeah, there is still that section, and they like mention like, oh, we got to make a run over towards
I want
that
them
city.
to make an entire Star Wars movie on moisture farming.
Delicious. And that blue milk. I want the recipe to that blue milk.
Gatorated milk.
Ew.
No.
Or
the green
voltage.
milk from
Yeah, there's the voltage.
Oh, that's what I was
you
meant
take.
to say voltage.
Yeah.
I just said Gatorade.
I had a friend who made like on May the 4th, National Star Wars Day. He would make blue milk, and he would just take voltage Mountain Dew and mix it with milk. And he was like, "It's actually pretty good. I've
That's
tried it.
disgusting.
It's not good at all. It's not good. It's pretty gross."
Listen, the only thing milk should ever be mixed with, besides baking, is cereal.
Yeah. No.
Chocolate milk?
I was gonna say orange soda. That's pretty good, because then that makes it basically like a orange creamsicle drink. So that's pretty good. But like other than
Yeah.
that, of any
I mean,
soda,
that's where chocolate's
orange
pretty good,
soda's the
too.
only one.
So,
Or there's
milk actually
chocolate
goes good with a
soda.
lot of things.
There's
What?
chocolate soda?
There's a movie that I've seen where they like.
Oh, gross.
So there's this.
I don't
movie-
even like chocolate, so
No,
that
no.
just sounds nasty.
But there's this movie where like this soda company is like coming out with a new flavor, and so they created this whole like not challenge, but like this whole what do you
Guess
call
the
it?
flavor.
Yeah, kind of. No, like a
I feel like I might have seen that movie.
But,
There's
like-
a guy like looking off the
Yes!
pavement at the end.
yes.
I forget what movie that was.
But like I think it's called Picture Perfect or something like that.
I couldn't remember
But
it.
anyway.
I think I saw that
Is
movie
it bad
maybe
that I'm
like
thinking
12
of
years
Charlie's
ago.
Chocolate Factory?
Yeah, basically that. But like they created this whole thing where like they were gonna follow this one family around and make a documentary of this family and how they're the perfect family because they drink this soda, and then that family was gonna get a lifetime supply of this soda, and there were these guys like that were following this family the entire time trying to figure out the flavor of the soda so that then their company could copy the
So Charlie and the
Flavor?
Chocolate Factory?
But then at the very end, somebody spills a can, and the guy's like Bryce said, gets down on the ground, like licking the soda off the ground. And he's like screaming about how it's chocolate soda, and it's like
It's chocolate.
it's
It's
chocolate,
chocolate.
it's chocolate soda, it's chocolate soda. And it's like that's gross.
Okay, so
It's
I do
cool
not
when
want
they-
chocolate soda.
the Johnny Depp
It's
version
disgusting.
of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is
Ew.
Oh,
Charlie
the best?
is Charlie having a chocolate factory, obviously, and there's a guy
Wait,
that is
what?
trying to find the secret ingredient, and then finds it, and is trying to make his own chocolate factory.
Really?
What the heck is going on?
I don't remember that. I haven't seen that movie in forever. I
Man,
guess.
the secret ingredient is soy flavor.
It's like
Oh,
Mr.
No, dude, it's the squirrels that are chewing apart those acorns or whatever to make for the nuts in all of their nutty.
Thank you.
I think it was a
Blue.
walnut. You don't use acorns in freaking candy, dude.
No, but in that
Frickin'
movie there was
beaver?
100%. In that movie there was 100%. They had like an army of squirrels that were cracking
Yes,
open.
they cracked walnuts, not
I don't
acorns.
remember what they were making. I just know that squirrels eat acorns, so maybe that was it.
It could be.
But they were cracking open nuts to make all of the
Oh,
all
nuts.
the nuts went into all their food. So you had previously half-eaten nuts from squirrels in your chocolate. So delicious.
Man, it's okay. They brush their teeth before they go to work.
Do
Don't worry
they?
about it.
That like all the Oompa Loompas are sitting there with toothbrushes, like brushing
Oh
all the
my
squirrels'
gosh, each
teeth.
of them has their
Man.
own squirrel.
They-
Those squirrels could probably brush their own teeth if they can, like, murder a child.
Did they murder a child? I don't know if that's
Yeah, they threw her in the freaking garbage pack.
I don't know if they
Whatever.
murdered her. I mean,
Come on.
Luke got thrown down the garbage compactor and he survived. So
Yeah,
barely.
well, he's a freaking. He was a Jedi Master in training.
He was
so-
not a Jedi Master in training. He was
In
a
training.
scrub in training.
Yeah, he is.
Fine, the prequel to a Jedi Master in training.
So in other words, just training. He was
Yeah,
just
why
a
not?
dude. Yeah, and then he also had a Wookiee on his side who did nothing in that place.
So random Star Wars question: what was the nasty like octopus thing and the garbage compactor?
So actually, what it was,
It was actually Luke's father.
I think if I remember correctly,
Oh, Darth Vader!
Dude, spoiler
what's
alert,
that?
Darth Vader is not Luke's father. It was actually that squid thing. No, sorry, what were you saying?
so I can't remember exactly, but what I think it was a parasite
You're
that
a
was
parasite.
on the Death Star.
Got him.
I literally looked up garbage.
So,
Anyways,
Googled garbage.
and garbage didn't even show up. It was a person. It's like a
Parasite.
band. Oh, garbage. Okay. Anyways, so parasite that grew into the Death Star. So it wasn't like anything that picked up, and that's
So
why
the
it's all
parasite became the Death Star?
parasite that was on the Death Star that grew into the garbage compactor beast.
Oh,
garbage
so
compactor.
it wasn't like a garbage muncher eater. Because that's the impression that I always got from watching the movies. Like, oh, it just eats the garbage.
I
and then
assumed it was just some
runs
kind of
away when
gross
it's
thing.
about to compact.
I just
Otherwise,
think it was like
how would it survive being freaking compacted?
Okay, false.
It's a
I was
boss.
wrong, y'all. One, it's called a Diagona.
You're a
which I
Diagona.
thought I knew. Was known to have boarded the first Death Star and made it at home in one of its space station's garbage compactors. Yep, that's all I wanted to say.
That's all.
So how did it survive getting compacted?
Because it's
man?
tough, dude.
I'm guessing
Ford tough.
Here's legends about it.
I just assumed it was like somebody's like turtle that they like were tired of and they dumped it down the garbage. Like it's like, oh, daddy, I want a
You know
pet.
those stormtroopers love their turtles.
Yeah,
and
like-
flushing them down the garbage
Stormtrooper
compactor,
gets his
man.
daughter a fish, and then she's like, "All right, it died," and so he dumped it down the
They're
toilet.
incredibly ugly.
And then that is way bigger than what it was in.
10 meters.
That's way bigger.
And
than
it
what
had
it was
like
in the movie.
tentacles and stuff in there, like eyeballs and stuff.
7 tentacles.
Yeah, dude.
So-
Start counting.
So, other question: did they know that Luke and Leia and Han and Chewie were all in the garbage compactor when they turned it on, or did
I
they
don't
just
think
like,
so.
man, that garbage compactor is super empty. Let's turn it on anyway.
No, I think it was just. I think it's just like on automatic.
Yeah, I
Like,
think it's
it'll
on
just.
automatic. Yeah, so more things come in.
Oh.
And then
Yeah,
Come
as
on.
soon as like it'll sense that
Star
something
Wars
fell in
has
there.
all the technology except wireless.
Yeah, right. Like I assume that they just like felt like as soon as it senses that something fell into the garbage compactor, which it would have sensed that those 4 people
Which is
fell
kind
in
of funny.
there,
That
then
how
it would have
did,
just automatically
why is there like an air vent that leads to the garbage
Yeah.
compactor?
It's like,
They just wanted to smell bad into prison.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta air out that garbage,
It's
man.
just insult to injury. Not only you're in prison, but the garbage has a vent
You just are
directly
gonna
into your
just
cell.
stink for the rest of your life.
So congratulations, you're locked
I
in a
don't know.
room.
Maybe
and you
it
can't
was
get
like
away.
a thing where if the prisoner got like old and dirty and like
They just
dead,
shove him down.
then they
If a-
throw him
If
in
a,
the
if a
air
prisoner dies, they're just like, all right, down into the garbage compactor. It's just like
Dude,
it's just like a express
where do you
chute.
think that garbage goes, dude? It probably goes out into freaking space.
Yeah, maybe.
They don't care what happens to it.
Yeah,
Why
except
don't
there's
they
a bunch of
compact
liquid.
it?
I wonder how the liquid got down there. It's gross.
The
Somebody
beast
Man.
peed, obviously.
That's a lot of pee, dude. Wow.
Maybe they had a lot of prisoners, dude.
I guess. Or maybe that's just like somebody who just like had a party the night before and they're just like, all right, pour down all the extra soda.
But the stormtrooper cops are coming and the other stormtrooper's like,
Everybody
oh,
dump it! Pour it down the disposal. They'll never look down there.
no!
Or is that like the garbage compactor? Is that garbage and sewage basically in just one room?
Yeah,
That'd be gross. Yeah.
True.
So in other words, they were
Real
probably just
nasty.
running around in
They should
sewage.
have been like a very gross shade of brown then from being in there.
I mean, it wasn't it? I don't remember the color. But
And then that's even worse, dude. You have
Pretty
garbage and sewage
yeah, dude,
aerating your prison.
that is not great.
That's
Man,
why
you
they
might as
needed
well just
another,
put it on a freaking gas chamber,
reactor.
dude.
Yeah, let's build this reactor. They said stun.
He
They
wasn't
said
gonna
stun.
hurt you. He said stun.
He wasn't gonna hurt you.
Or so we're obviously quoting
Star Wars.
Star
it's
Wars. Robot chicken. There it is. I was gonna say Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Star Wars, Starbucks, Rooster Teeth. Whatever. It's freaking called.
canon. Robot chicken.
Robot chicken. So there's the one with the garbage compactor. C-3PO, turn off the garbage compactors. Which one? All of them. Darth Vader puts fish down the drain. tries to do the garbage disposal. Oh, that was fish.
Oh man, that was fish.
It's gonna smell like
That's gonna
fish.
stink. So funny.
I felt so bad for Darth Vader.
I know,
all of that.
right?
They make him like, give him like.
They make him seem like he's just like a normal dude. They're just like getting like.
oh.
Hey, Vader, did you order another reactor to be built? Let's see, reactor.
Hey, darling, can I get the plans to the Death Star? Nope,
Death
but
Star.
we could always use another reactor. Alright, we'll send a team up right now. No, we got it. Boring conversation anyways.
Let's build this reactor. What a funny.
Chewbacca's just in the background flipping.
Yeah. He hears Darth Vader's voice and he like dives underneath of a counter. He's like, "Where's he at?" Such a funny show. But yeah, so I think that thing is ugly. That is a really. I actually thought maybe it was a babby version of the Sarlacc pit monster.
That's an entire Sarlacc pit.
It's a baby version, dude. It's like it's
That's
growing.
That's a very different contrasting of environments from wet, nasty
It's a baby,
sewage garbage to desert.
Yeah.
Well, according to Robot Chicken, there is a lake in Tatooine. Great dragons are not actually sand things. They're actually water.
They're actually water, and they're gonna go on and find another lake. They're gonna go on an adventure. That was also a very small lake for two massive creatures.
It was.
But yeah, that's just an ugly, gross thing that apparently eats people now.
All right, what planet would y'all live on?
It's not a planet, but I would live on Endor.
So a planet. I mean,
It's a moon.
Moon,
But yeah.
planet.
What moon is it? What planet
It's
is
the
it?
sixth moon of Endor. Test me on it. Test me on it right now. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm not testing you. I was okay. What does Endor look like? Is Endor cool?
It's all right.
What does it look like? Is it another sand planet? Because goodness knows that they have enough sand planets in that universe to freaking make a glass Death Star.
Oh, is it? Yeah, it's. I know it's the fourth moon of Endor, but I want to know which moon it is. I'm pretty sure it's the sixth.
I just want to see what Endor looks like. Is Endor a cool looking planet, or is it just Garbo?
It's just trees, man.
No. The forest moon of Endor is trees, but I want to know what the actual planet of Endor is. Is it cool? Is it like really dope? Other than that, if I couldn't live on Endor, I'd probably live
Alderaan before it gets blown up.
Nah, it would either be Naboo or whatchamacallit. What is it? What is it? It starts with an M. Water planet. Marvelous. Nope, that's not what it is. What is it called?
What? Sorry,
The
explain
planet. Water. Mandalorians. Or not Mandalorians live there, but the Camino. Yeah.
You live on Camino? Bro, it's like constantly a thunderstorm.
Yeah, I know. I love thunderstorms.
But it's like freezing cold. And where are you gonna stay? With the Camino winds?
Yeah. I live where
They're freaks!
They live underwater or something, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they have underwater cities.
Made the clowns?
They have underwater cities.
It's too cold.
Nah, dude, it's so cool. And they got freaking, like, they have, like, those things that swim, but then they also look like pterodactyls that can fly. Those things are so cool. Camino's cool.
Eat you, though.
I don't care. I'd ride one. I'd tame one. Avatar style. And then I'd ride a freaking Camino dinosaur thing. Yeah. So I'd either go with Camino, Naboo, Alderaan before I got blown up, or the forest moon of Endor.
Nice. How about you, Bryce?
Bryce, where would you go?
Coruscant.
Coruscant? Wow, you one of those city slickers.
Heck yeah, dude. Tons of cool
Coruscant is just such a freaking cluster truck of stuff.
Man, is the entire planet like that, though? Like,
Yeah,
I gotta
it's a-
imagine
no,
there's,
so,
like,
like,
there's,
it's a city planet.
It's entire city of planet and
City
under
of planet?
planet of cities. Wait, city of planets. Wait,
No, it's a
City
planet.
planet of
planet.
cities. Anyways, and then under it is more cities, and under it is more cities, and it's just awful.
Yeah, it's just the entire down to the core is just this giant city. It's just basically somebody made a space station and then they just kept building. What was that
the
one
lava
movie?
planet?
What was that one movie?
Monty Python, the whole
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I love that movie. But
No, the one with the things, the little armadillo-looking things that ate the pearls, that then pooped out a bunch of pearls.
Oh, that was a Valerian.
Yeah, Valerian. It's kind of like Valerian, where someone built a space station and they just kept adding onto it
Yeah.
and made it a giant planet that's basically just a giant space station.
I'm okay then. I don't want to be
Although Valerian is way
touched by
cooler. 'cause it's
nasty
got,
poisonous slugs anyway.
yeah, but Valerian's got way cooler because there's like 1,000 like way different biomes.
I
It's,
live
like,
in
cool.
Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk? Kashyyyk.
It's very hairy over there.
Oh yeah, sorry, it took me a second. Yeah, Kashyyyk's pretty dope.
I would also wouldn't mind living
You'd
on
never be cold.
Dantooine. I know, right?
You get a fur coat. I think they would kill you for that.
Yeah, it'd probably kill me. But
Dantooine.
Dantooine, they talk about in episode 4.
We never see it in the
There
movie
used to
theory.
be a Jedi temple there.
Mm.
Got overrun by probably some other monsters. I can't remember. But since Star Wars: The Old Republic,
You wouldn't live
Back to
on
the Republic.
Dagobah?
I would not live on Dagobah because I
Dagobah
hate
is
snakes.
gross. And it's the giant
And
swamp planet.
and marshes.
Yeah, you know what I just realized?
What?
Oh, or Naboo. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I said Naboo.
I
I agree with you.
I now realize
It's gonna be-
why
it's gonna be-
I now realize why Anakin hates sand so much.
Because it's coarse
All
and
the,
it gets everywhere.
all the freaking planets in the universe are sand.
Yeah. It's the worst. I mean, I can only.
There's
think
like
of
3.
two, but there's definitely
There's
more
definitely, like,
sand planets than
Probably
any
half
other
of them are
thing.
sand planets. Like, come on.
Alderaan, Naboo, Kashyyyk. Give me a second.
I think there's
The
more
forest
sand
moon of
planets.
Endor.
That doesn't count. It's a moon. Doesn't count.
It's still livable.
Doesn't count.
Okay.
Doesn't count.
Um,
I think you're running a blank. There's only 3 of that, and then
Hoth.
that does not count.
That's like a
so
snow
pretty.
desert, man. Like, come on. That's just a
Basically.
sand planet that got, like, too far away from the sun.
Exactly.
Find sand on that planet.
And so then, okay, I'll dig pretty deep, and there'll be sand.
It's all ice, bro. You can't dig that.
To the core, it's just ice.
What you said last week or 2 weeks ago, you were like, what did you say about the...
What did I say? I say a lot of things, so
You
what did I
said
say?
Something about... Oh, we were talking about, like, digging in sand to find something, and you're like, yeah, I'll just keep digging until I find something, more sand. And I was like, what about the core? And you're like, oh, yeah.
Wow, that was a great
That was
conversation that I
awesome.
don't remember, that I just heard, like, maybe a quarter of that conversation. I don't remember what you're talking
It's
about.
okay, it might have been me.
Just remember, Randy, when in doubt, drill through the earth.
Yeah.
You know? I got a safe that's impossible to crack. Just drill through the
Oh!
earth, man.
Oh!
We just
That was like
something
our
wrong.
first-
The week
That was
part
our
is
first
bottom.
podcast.
Yeah.
We were talking about Alien versus Predator, and you were like not believing us that it started in the top of the earth and they drilled down, and you're like, no, they did it in like an island.
Yeah, no, that even validates the
That was
point.
us. You didn't believe us, dude.
No, that validates my point.
Excuse me, I did. He didn't.
No.
you didn't.
So that
we
part,
watched
that
So
movie-
he's no.
You're
Don't,
not.
you didn't agree with us, right?
No, for example, I did forget. I did
Yeah,
forget.
yeah.
No, but this does validate my point. That entire movie was in like a sand like palace
No.
place. Yeah, it was like Egyptian.
No!
Yes, it was.
Oh, inside.
Yeah, inside.
Yeah.
And up top,
Can
that's
I
what it
get away
was.
from this?
Snow. So
Yes.
Hoth, there can be sand underneath there. So
my God.
there's sand on Hoth, and so
Alright,
therefore that's
so-
4 planets that I could think of that has sand. More than your 3 tree
I'm
planets.
trying to think of other ones. Honestly.
There's none.
Dantooine.
That doesn't count
Why?
because you never see it.
I see it
Nope.
in a video game.
Nope,
Man,
doesn't count.
Randy,
Yeah.
Randy, what's the lava planet?
Lava. Oh, that's
Mustafar?
yeah, Mustafar.
That one just has lava sand.
Exactly. It's
It's
just
just
lava.
not
Okay,
sand.
okay,
It's
fine.
just liquid
Oh my gosh.
sand.
So,
It's just liquid sand, dude.
on Coruscant, I saw a store that was selling a tree with sand in it. Oh my gosh, Coruscant's a
Dude,
sand
it's
planet.
baby sand.
Y'all are dumb.
Dude, it's just baby sand planet. Yeah, man.
What's the one where they made all the droids and they had that really big dumb arena battle with the giant praying mantis?
Geonosis.
Yeah, Geonosis, yeah.
Sand.
That's a
Yeah,
sand
sand
planet. Sand
dude.
planet.
Well, it's more
Sand.
like dirt.
Yeah, it is more like dirt.
Finally, dirt.
No, it is more like, it's like a dust planet.
Yeah, it's a dust.
It's basically a dust planet.
It's
It's
like,
just a
They
dust
kind of remind me
planet.
of, they kind of remind me a lot of ants.
oh,
Yeah.
I don't,
just
well,
'cause
it's
they-
bugs.
Yeah, exactly. They basically are bugs.
Oh, that planet
And
gives
that's
me
like, that's all straight up
heebie-jeebies.
like just dust, gross dirt planet.
Episode 7
Episode
when
7.
Rey goes with Han Solo
to Jakku? Yeah. Sand
No,
planet.
okay,
Yeah,
Jakku,
sand
but the next
planet.
planet, but the second planet. Which one's that? It was
What
called.
one?
Oh, the one with the, oh no man, I was thinking of Force Awakens with the one that they go to with
That's what I'm talking about.
no, you because you
Wait.
talked about, you were saying, you
After
said Rogue One.
Jakku. Did I?
You said Rogue One, that's why I said Jakku.
What, do you mean
Jakku's
like the
in
one
the-
with
in
the-
Jakku.
Oh,
is-
sorry, no, sorry. What is Rogue One? Because that's another sand planet.
It's a beach planet.
It's a sand planet that
With
they go to.
trees.
No. In
What
Rogue
is it?
One,
What
where
are
the one
beaches
that
made
gets
of,
blown
Bram?
up by this Death Star. What's that
Sand.
one?
Which planet? They go to lots of planets.
The one that the Death Star blows up the city on. Sand planet, bro. In Rogue One.
Guys, I
Oh.
promise I'm a good Star Wars fan. I just don't know.
Bryce, do you
I
remember that
remember
planet? I was thinking that was Jakku, but it's not.
It's not
100%.
Jakku.
I remember now. It's not Jakku.
Anyways,
Because yeah, it's,
nonetheless, that's but the second planet they go to on in Force
Force
Awakens,
Awakens, yes, that
it's
is-
beautiful.
yeah.
Okay, and then
I would live there.
Yavin 4.
Yeah. I'm about to get smacked in the face.
Really bad. Where the rebels are, that's all forest.
Isn't Yavin a moon though? I'm pretty sure it's a moon.
Yavin itself is fine. Okay, whatever.
Yavin 4.
Utapau.
Yavin 4 is a moon.
Utapau, episode 3, is
Utapau.
not with trees,
Yeah,
but it's
not
another
a tree
planet.
dude. You're a liar. Yeah. What about the planet where the guy will wear the Obi-Wan fought General Grievous. What planet was that?
Utapau, bro.
was that
Sand
you?
planet.
That's not sand!
It's not sand.
That
There's
is
trees there.
sand
There's
planet.
trees
There's
there.
trees, but it's not like a forest.
It's not a forest planet.
It's like
There's like
it's like Rocky Mountains.
yeah, Rocky Mountain. I
It's
don't
just
remember
really
what's
big
that.
sand. You know what rocks are? Just really big sand.
Really big sand. Yeah, you're right.
Where
I
Luke
agree.
was, that's not sand.
That doesn't count. That was freaking like.
You mean where?
No
you
man's
mean like
land.
Tatooine? Yeah, that's a sand planet, dude.
No, in
No, that
episode
was like
7.
one island on an entire ocean planet. That was one island on an ocean
Okay,
planet.
we didn't even see the entire planet. It could have been more
Knowing
islands.
Star Wars, that was the only
Yeah,
part.
probably.
Knowing
it
Star
just
Wars.
happened, like, the bottom of the ocean just broke apart and floated to the top.
And he's like, whoop, doink. Yeah.
whoop, doink. I like that sound.
That's when it broke the surface.
Whoop, doink.
That was
Oh,
the sound to
man.
make when it broke the surface. So, there's definitely more sand planets than any other planet.
There's definitely more
topography.
planets than not planets.
You're right. No, that's actually
I don't
wrong.
think that's true
that's
at all.
not, that's like the false.
That's the exact opposite of space. Space meaning there's more of it
Like
than anything else.
98% empty, dude.
Yeah,
I
there's
would say more
probably
than 98%.
there's more asteroids than planets though. I'll bet you that.
Oh, I
Especially after they blew up
Alderaan.
Alderaan. There's definitely more
The
asteroids.
asteroids are on all the wrong places.
Oof. Alderaan is an asteroid planet now.
Man.
Hurts. Too
Especially
soon.
after freaking The Force Awakens when they just blow up half the galaxy.
Yeah. They
just
blew
a
up like
system of
six.
just a system of planets.
They blew up 6 planets for
And
no reason.
It had no. Actually, Leia could have been on that planet. Like,
Should have
obviously
been.
she wasn't, but like.
Should have been because
'Cause she was in the
freaking there's
government.
no reason for her to be alive anymore.
Yes, there is.
No, she's dead.
Man.
So leave her.
No.
Rest in peace,
Let dead
whatever her
things
name
die.
was.
Carrie Fisher
Is dead.
Did you know
Rest
her
in peace,
dog
Carrie
was
Fisher.
supposed to be in it? His name is Gary
Aw.
Fisher.
Do you think he probably killed himself after she died?
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No, that was actually like news. Like he was
that's-
super sad. Like when she
Yeah,
died.
obviously, if I died,
I'm just saying.
No
if he
one
had,
would be
If
sad.
he had the ability, yeah, that's right.
Listen,
If
I
he had the
knew I was
ability,
sad
I'm
if you
sure
died,
he wanted
Brad.
to.
I
He was sad.
know like 3 people in the world that would be sad.
Oh,
Start-
come on.
start
It's probably
naming
more
This
than that.
can.
Can of Coke and that'd be it.
No.
This can of Coke, that can of Coke, and that
Amazon would be struggling. DoorDash would be struggling.
and Coke, the
And
Coke,
Coke
Coca-Cola
company
would be
be
struggling. There you go. That's just 3 people that would be sad. The owner of all those companies, they'd be noticing. We had a 1% drop in our income this year. What happened? Oh, well, you see.
One person died.
It was just one guy died.
Ah.
Wow.
Man, let's get more of him.
Nah, dude.
No, no one wants to be me.
Nobody. So,
All right, well,
those are the good planets.
that was the good planet. I mean,
Star Wars.
podcast.
No, I'm saying those were the good planets on in Star Wars. All the rest are garbage.
Naboo is good. Alderaan, good. Anything with sand or snow, bad.
Bad.
Don't forget Salt Planet, man.
Okay, that's a cool planet.
That's basically just
It's
tasty
just,
sand
it's
planet.
just Hoth, but like way saltier.
No,
'cause,
it's
like,
basically just
all of the resistance died on that
sand planet is basically just tasty sand
We don't know
planet.
who died and who didn't because they all left. All
Who?
15 of the rebels
Oh,
left.
all 15 of the rebels,
But
and then that one kid special ring on that planet.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. I'm just saying that salt planet is basically just tasty sand
All right,
planet.
so y'all know it's called Crate.
No, it's tasty sand planet.
It's called
Thank you.
Crate. Anyways,
It's a crate
But I'm
planet.
pretty excited though. Episode 9 is going to take place, I think, 5 years after that movie. So
So
the
it's
resistance
also
will
a
be up to
sand
20
planet?
people instead of 5 or whatever they left off at.
No, it'll be like back up to full strength, and it'll be like, I don't understand. Like 5 years ago, you were struggling to get anybody to join you, and now you're like, oh, we're good.
My thing is, I'm excited to see Daisy Ridley be like
Old
total, like crazy, awesome Jedi Master.
dude. I want her to go dark.
I do too. I want her to be dark side. I want Kylo Ren to go light
Cool.
side.
Yeah.
But they have one more movie to do that, so I don't know if they'll have enough
It'll
time.
do it. It'll just start off, and they'll both have just flipped it, like in the.
Everyone's
time.
like at the theater is literally just having a panic attack.
just got
because they don't know what's
whiplash
going
from
on.
how fast that changed.
Like, what is going
They
on?
start the movie, and it just shows Rey just instantly kill somebody with a red lightsaber, and you're like, what just happened? And it just flashes to Kylo Ren,
Her
who's just like
face
making
turns all
SpaghettiOs for a kid.
Oh my god.
He's just like,
he's doing like a charity event or something.
he's like, I don't understand what's going on.
He's freaking dishing out soup for homeless people or whatever.
He's
And
like,
and the rebels are like, I don't know who to trust anymore. Kylo Ren's all good, and
they just keep flashing back and forth between them two. Like, like Rey is going on a murder spree and like an entire planet. Just
She's on
killing
social
people.
media and sees Kylo Ren's bad now, and she's like,
And
well,
then-
all right, time switch.
And then Kylo is just like making at a charity event, making like food for people, and she flashback to her. She's like slaughtering. Flashback to him. He's just like, here you go. Here's
It's like
your soup."
elevator music playing.
Yeah, exactly. Super chill. That'd be hilarious. That'd be my favorite.
Kind of like Monty Python, the Holy Grail. The two knights are fighting, and then you see King Arthur riding his horse, whatever, and then the knights are fighting.
They're going through just slaughtering the town, and then they flash back, and they're just like running through a forest or.
And the music's getting slowly more intense, and then.
That's super funny. So there we go. We just sorry for anybody who was looking forward to episode 9. We just spoiled the beginning for you.
I hope so.
But that's how it starts. It's actually we actually are making the movie, and we just wanted to give you guys a heads up.
Us making anything would be a total fail.
That's what it would be.
I mean, honestly, we would.
It'd be great.
It'd be great. All right.
Alright.
Well, any last thoughts, comments, concerns, jokes? Okay. Cool. Well,
I was gonna make a joke, but never
okay,
mind.
go for it.
I couldn't think of one. That's the joke.
Oh.
Nailed it.
All right, y'all. Have a good week. We will talk to you next time.
This,
All right.
that,
Yeah.
that.
I was just kidding. Don't. I was just reprimanded for that. So let's go ahead and start that over. Star Wars is great. Whatever else we talked about was great. Hit us up on social media. DFI Podcast on pretty much everything. YouTube is Deep Fried Ideas. Now have a great week.
And wait,
Oh,
real
yes.
quick, that is a perfect example as to why anything we make is a bad idea. Right there. Golden rule. Alright, have a great week. Thanks for listening.